Would you say that Tookie Williams was very I'll say influential for you to write your book, and like, did he give you any game ever, or like?
I mean, he did, but not personally. You know, so like with me, I don't have to get my game out of your mouth.
Yeah,
per se.
I got you.
I can watch you and study you and get game from you.
Yeah.
So I got most of my game from Tookie when they were about to kill him.
Yeah.
And when they were about to kill Tookie, because I used to see Tookie, but I never spoke to him.
Yeah.
And when they got ready to kill Tookie, I only thought back to when I was a little boy and I was looking at him, and that if Tookie would have allowed me, I would have rolled with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can only imagine if I would have had that opportunity to ride with him, that I could have been there with him when they charged him with what they charged him with.
Yeah.
And where would I have been?
Yeah, same.
You know, I would be in the same position.
Same position,
so,
for real.
So I learned from that you have to be careful with who you decide you're going to align yourself with and what actions they're taking, because those actions could have a detrimental effect on you that could last you for a lifetime, or could even take your life. So when I thought about that, you know, I also saw he wrote a book and almost won a Plaza Peace Prize, and I thought, well, if he wrote a book on cripping, then I should write a book on drug dealing.
Yeah.
You know, because at that time I didn't feel that there was many people in the world that knew as much about dealing drugs as I did.
Nah, for sure.
And I feel that way today.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I think if anybody was going to write it, you should have been right there to do it.
That's what I did. And nobody had ever wrote a book about real life selling drugs.
Yeah.
You know, a factual story.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, the Snowfall stuff that they putting on TV.
Yeah.
Because that's not really how it happens.
Yeah. How you feel about those like newer? You don't watch them?
Nah, I don't watch that. Cartoon.
Yeah.
You know, I might as well watch Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
and Mickey Mouse. And all them, you know, all the ones with the cartoons. You know?
Yeah.
My teachers, my tennis coach used to tell me, if you can catch a talking mouse, bring it to him, and he gonna show you how to get rich.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you see all those cartoons and stuff, you know, I don't even like my kids watching cartoons anymore. And I used to watch cartoons when I was a kid.
Really?
But I understand that those are the things that stop me from being successful in school.
Yeah.
Because I understood Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck and Scooby-Doo. I understood those things.
Yeah.
I knew what they did.
Yeah.
But those weren't the things that should have been important to me.
Yeah.
What should have been important to me was, how was I going to make a living to take care of my mama, you know, and my loved ones.
What really mattered.
What really mattered.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we get sidetracked with things that society throw out for us, and that stops us from developing into the person that we could eventually become.
Yeah. Just to go back to Tookie for 1 second, we know that he got the death penalty, lethal injection in 2005. 2019, it's no Gavin Newsom. He halted it. Do you feel like Schwarzenegger? He should have do you think he should have maybe let Tookie get a chance to get out, or because he did kind of change himself around and he was doing a lot of positive things at the time? You feel like it should have been handled differently, because California is not really even a big death penalty state.
Yeah, I was pulling for Tookie, to make it.
Yeah.
But Schwarzenegger is a Republican.
Right.
Republican really don't like blacks anyway, and he had an opportunity to get away with one. And I heard him and Tookie had words before on the way power or something.
Yeah.
So there was no love there.
Yeah. So he didn't really. I get what you're saying. He was he had no remorse for the situation.
None.
Yeah. Would you say the prison system is modern day slavery?
In a lot of ways. I look at the prison system as a way for society, especially when it comes down to black men, to get rid of the undesirables, people that they don't want to have to deal with. really, this country should have set up a program for really the whole black community.
Yeah.
You know, because we've probably been under some of the greatest traumas ever known to mankind. You know, this slavery that they practice here, chattel slavery, I think is what they call it. Treated blacks a way that nobody has ever been treated before in this world. Could you imagine what is going through a man's mind when his 12-year-old daughter starts to grow up and the slave master comes to get her? And the guy, and he knows that
you want to do something for sure, but you know you can't.
He knows that the only way that he can live is by being quiet.
Yeah.
You know that if he stands up for his loved one, and then he's gonna be killed.
Yeah.
And they probably still gonna do what they
whatever they're gonna do. Yeah.
But you know, when I look at my baby girl, and I would be like, I don't know if I could have made it.
Yeah.
You know, I might have died.
That's how I be feeling too, for sure.
So, that's the kind of trauma that, you know, no human being should have to go through.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another reason why I don't eat meat either, because I don't think that no animal should be tortured like that.
Yeah.
You know, one day we might look back at ourselves now and be like, wow, look how we treated the cows and the pigs and the chickens and you know, so many other species that we cage and torture and slaughter, and you know, for us to eat when we really didn't need to eat that. You know, we could have ate what the earth gave us to eat. What would have made you healthier and more prosperous.
Nah, I get you for sure. That's what, like, a lot of the traditions, like the chitlins, the oxtails, all that type of stuff, it comes from slave culture for sure.
Well, that's the only thing they threw away.
Exactly. So that's what they gave us. Whatever they didn't want to eat, they fed it to us.
Y'all eat the chitlins. We ain't eating that shit. We ain't eating no guts with the shit.
It's really crazy as hell. I know recently they've been talking about giving California, has been talking about doing reparations. Have you heard about that?
I don't think they're gonna ever do it.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think they will.
But you think they just saying it just to, I guess, like, make black people happy for a second? But I mean, that would be a lot of money they would have to give out, you know?
Exactly.
No, for sure. How you feel about everything we've been seeing as far as, like, the police brutality, black men been getting killed by the police, which is something, I mean, we've been seeing for years, but now it's kind of...
Well, I think that police officers should be screened better. You know, they should check their backgrounds and make sure they're not part of the Proud Boys or the Ku Klux Klan. You know, before they're allowed to walk around with a gun and exercise their racist beliefs. You know, I've been drug out of cars, and you know, lucky that I've had knees in my back. You know, with 3 or 4 cops handcuffed me. And cuffs way too tight. Matter of fact, all these scars in my face is from flashlight therapy, as they called it.
For real?
Yeah. While I was handcuffed, the dog allowed to bite me while I was handcuffed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know, I testified against cops for doing that. You know, I went to court and they planted drugs on me. Lied on search warrants. I mean,
I know you dealt with a lot of dirty cops for sure.
Crazy. So when you see all this here, you just got to shake your head and say, how could any democratic society stand by and watch these actions take place?
So before you got into like selling drugs, you talked about like stealing cars and all that. Was there a lot of money in that at the time, or like?
You know, when I look back at my life of stealing cars, I did pretty good. You know, here I am, 17, 18 years old, making $300, $200 a night. In the 80s, 70s, it's pretty good money. But I didn't know what to do with my money. You know, my mom used to say, "Food and his money will soon depart." So, not knowing, you know, what moves I should have been making, I made the wrong move.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like a thing that's actually started in San Francisco. It's called bipping. You know what that is?
No.
It's basically when they like take like a spark plug, and now what they, I mean, I guess people they do steal cars, but not as much. How they just come break the window and they just do like a quick smash and grab.
They did me like that. We got done like that last time I was in Oakland.
For real? Yeah, that's the thing out here.
The car pulled up on the side of our car. I had my backpack in the back. No money or nothing in it. It wasn't no value. They was gonna get some dirty drawers. And they broke the window out and they grabbed my bag out. And my
While you was in the car?
No, the car was parked.
You just see it. Yeah,
I was inside the dispensary doing a signing, just like I was doing today. I was.
That's the thing now. That it's like that's like even like recently I had got a rental car when I came out here, and the lady told me like, hey, don't leave nothing in the car because they breaking windows and taking everything out. Like, that's like I don't know if they do it other places. I know that's like a big thing out here in the Bay Area. You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.